Hello, welcome to your weekly program Legends of Our Time on GBC News and Ghana Television. On Legends of Our Time, we celebrate our icons. My name is Gifty AJ. So my guest was first seen on Obra, a television drama series which was very popular in Ghana in the 1980s. He and his colleagues first appeared as Keteke on GTV, the television station run by the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. It was the sole television station in Ghana at the time. The group later transformed into a bigger production called Obra. The series had some of the most popular actors in Ghana at the time, including David Donto, Dr. Rukuto, Grace Omambo, aka Mame Dokono, and Joe Eisin, station master. All the episodes at the time were based on a railway.
Yes, come in. Oh, hello, Miss Sister here. Oh, okay, hey, oh, Aqua. Trust here. Oh, yeah, the man I miss one from Nabra. Na, and ye bonny be as much as a woman say. Asem no na me pese mi hu na no kware wasem ni nyina me pese woda na di kirem se ne be ya ye ko won so ya metumi agina so ma otumi edipim ani ntina me fro ka say
just a lawyer ebra mi share Mr. Bafo na me abayu akura me ware ida eno ware me ne wo mienu nyina na chese ani jiwu afi ko wi ase no papa yi o pie kura ase na otwe kura na me ho ne da oba na me ko Canada ne ase e ma mpanyimfo kura tena ase akasa chese ne mu bie ni ho no ma ekokosi ba biara ekozi se me ba ekura fa ho yare anadwo a woni ho ma ko de efri mi nsa no pam ye efri.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest for today is Mr. Amankwah Ampofo. Thanks so much, Mr. Ampofo, for the honor.
Thank you.
So the episode we just saw in the opening statement has been captioned The Last Laugh. Watching that particular episode, what was going through your mind?
It reminds me of my past.
Okay.
I now look old. Let me tell a story about my hair was bushy.
Okay.
So one of my daughters watched this very episode. And she came to me, Daddy, at your time, there was no barbers. That
Oh,
is the
sorry.
question. That was the question.
Wow, that's interesting.
I said that was the other day. We all were in the bushy, and that was
a fashion trend at the time.
That time.
And in that particular episode, you played the role of a lawyer. Okay, how interesting was it, and what even qualified you to be given that particular role?
It was about, let me tell you more about the story. It's about this, I've forgotten.
It's okay, just give us a gist.
It's about a woman who was rejected in his own house. The law 111, or was it the law 111? Well, that was the beginning of that law.
Okay.
So we acted a play on it.
Okay. So let's look at production at the time. So what would influence a director or a producer to give a particular role to a particular actor or actress? What do they look out for?
Yeah, they look out from the way you talk, your structure. So they look at many other things. They don't give those days production. They don't give it the part just by heart.
Okay.
It is done with somebody who knows how characters are built.
Are built.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you also come by the storylines? You know, because every week there was a different theme
Story.
which you acted on. So
Yes, I used to write. If you from up to today about 40 years, I used to write about 70% of all that plays.
okay.
But as for me, I had my way of writing. Sometimes I see even an inscription on a car. It gives
Gives
me
you an idea.
So sometimes I remember 1996, we won the best play of the year. The title is "Look People Like This. They talk what they don't know."
That's a whole mouthful as a title.
A title.
Okay.
Because I saw a trotro track running from Labadi to Accra, and it is written, "Look people like this. They talk what they don't know." So I said, what does this mean? I sat down, analyzed it, and I say, I must write something about this play. And that's won a Crack Award 1996, the
Okay.
best play.
The best play.
So sometimes I deal with inscription about cars, and sometimes when there's a conversation, I listen.
Okay. Wow.
Yes. Sometimes there are certain things which are not, I'm not supposed to, but because I am a playwright, I intentionally ask
Listen.
questions. I will listen, ask questions. It's not for me, but I'll ask one or two questions that will give me an insight of what to
Okay.
write.
So as an actor at the time, did you have particular actors or actresses that you loved, you know, playing with or working closely together to bring out your potential?
I work with everybody, but I love acting with Mami Dokun.
Why Mami Dokono?
You see, she acts naturally. I remember when we were in Kitiki, I was then a coconut seller at a train station. And it happens in the story that I was dating her daughter. He was so annoyed that, you coconut seller, you are chasing my daughter. She wanted to beat me with a calabash. And in fact, he knocked the whole calabash got broken.
Okay.
Later he was saying, just me pacho, at the end of Ebasa. And that is why I like her action. Go natural, she goes natural.
So how would you describe yourself as an actor? What category of actor are you?
I do every part. I'm not one-sided. I do every part because I started acting 15 years ago, before Obra came.
Okay.
So I did drama. I wanted to go to drama school at Lekon. I couldn't get chance because of paper qualification. Then I went through acting myself with other people, doing my drama groups. I think I joined a drama group where Kofi Rinchi and Fred Amugi were part of them. And I did a lot of drama groups. Then I acted with other people, a lot of groups. But finally, I brought out my own group. Then it came to a time that I was asked to teach schools at Jamestown One Girls, 1975. 68 schools in Greater Accra. And my school won the best school, 1975.
Oh, okay.
So I was really encouraged by that. I have to go forward. Did a lot with other schools. So as for drama on stage, I did a lot before coming to 1982 when we came to Obra.
Obra. And Obra really made you popular in
Of course,
Ghana.
of course. Obra.
So with the fame and recognition that came with Obra, how did you manage it?
It is not easy. But I have to manage it because my father was in the fields. Sometimes he was in the field. So he told me, this field you have taken, you must be very careful. Money, women, you go through all these processes, but you must be very careful.
So practically, how did you do it? Especially with women, you know, women like popular people. So
Yes.
how did you manage it?
I don't know, I am a Presbyterian trained.
Okay.
So that one at the background, I
Were
have
you
to-
married at the time?
No, I was not married.
Okay.
I was not married. So because of Presbyterian training, my steps was different. I would laugh with you, I would talk with you, but
Okay.
I would not go that way.
What about the issue of alcohol?
No, alcohol, I take beer or Guinness those days, but not to the extent that you booze and go mad.
Okay, so let's look at the highlights of your profession. What would you say, you know, helped you to get to the top, or some of your achievements?
Oh, I would say that people advice helped me. People talk to me. In fact, when we were studying the opera, like this, Nana Busompra loved to talk to me because before then I had a cultural group
Okay.
who used to perform at GBC. We performed very much at GBC, and through that, Nana knows me. So when we started opera, he said, "No, I want you to be part of it." And he talked to me to write scripts. I did write some of the scripts. He would just condemn it. Once a while, he would say, "This is good, let's do it. I'll help you." So he's one of the people, my mentor.
Yeah. Today, when you look at the drama industry, it looks like it's gradually dying. Even opera is not too popular. What, from your perspective, is accounting for this?
It is lack of promotion. Lack of promotion. It can be so. I was talking to people that people love to watch this opera. Why is it that we can't go back and bring our tapes and show it? Because when we show it, it will bring ideas of the past for people to know that, hey, so those days, this happened. Then we can continue from there.
But it looks like society is dynamic. I
Yes.
mean, children of today are a bit, their thinking pattern, what interests them will be a bit different from your time or my time. So if we should, you know, just bring it on board like that, do you think it will still appeal to this category of viewers or
There's
listeners?
nothing that has not happened before. Creativity is what is lacking people here. Creativity. We have all these tapes there. You can take them, watch them, change the style. That is all. You can go to the archives. There are a lot of tapes. There are a lot of programs that pass through GBC. It can be polished and in a different name. So
But
I
the
don't
content will be the same.
the same.
But it's the content that is the problem, because
The
today we have
content-
these soap operas which are showing on almost every TV station. So I wonder how these two can.
That is what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
creativity. It is Akan. Something can be done.
Like what?
Oh, the drama itself, it can be changed into a different. Let's take young boys. You can start with young boys and girls from a secondary school to come and do the same opera, the same story, the same content, and it will look like a new one.
So we're looking at promotion and repackaging
That's it.
to save our industry.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's look at the bigger GBC picture. Opera was just an aspect of it. Which year did you join GBC, and what was the motivation for joining GBC?
I joined GBC as an artist. My first appearance, my first drama was 50 years ago.
Okay. Do you
What-
still remember the title?
Yes, I was then Mr. Mensah. It was not Obra. I came with Mr. Mensah, the Ghana drama group.
Okay.
So I've forgotten the title, but I remember that I was Mr. Mensah's son in the program.
The play.
That was 7th May 1971.
Oh, so many years ago.
Yes, I remember because TV was some like mystic if you appear in television. So that day, I just put the date down and I've not forgotten it.
Okay.
So it is something, those days when you come on television, we come to GBC, when we are coming to do, we don't record, we come live through. And when we are coming live, we come here 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We act with the props, we rehearse with the props, we rehearse with the camera, and movements also.
Wow.
They will tell you, from this scene, 10 left, you don't have to go right. They will tell you all these things. So from 12 o'clock to the time the program comes on, we know we are doing something.
So when's the longest you have gone for rehearsals? The longest time? How many hours before production?
Sometimes we start 3 o'clock and we are coming on at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So, you know, we rehearse with the camera, then the props, then finally we do the whole set of play before we come on.
So how did you psych yourself before a particular episode or production?
I love to do it. So I believe I have to waste my time, energy and everything. So when I'm coming, I know today is today for
the D-Day. So at which rank did you start here at GBC? From which rank?
Oh, as for radio, I started as a production assistant.
Okay.
As production assistant.
You've begun the commentary on some networks, which I've watched and also read. But I learned GBC was good many years ago.
Of course.
Was it the case during your time?
Yes, I say it was good because those days we were showing professionalism in the work. And if you are mistaken and somebody tell you or your senior tells you that this is not the way to go about it, you accept it. It's not today when you talk about this, what about it? He's also talking about this. We met people who know the job.
People like?
We met Akwesi Donko, we met Mr. Kuma Play, Vada Kranting Asante, and other people who knows how to go about with the job. I worked in a Akan session. We met other people like Kofi Mensah, Mensah Nunu, and others. And they will teach you.
They will teach you?
Yes, they will teach you. If you give yourself up, they will teach you.
This was in terms of human resource. I learned the salary-wise, GBC was far better at the time.
Not too bad. Some of us love to, because I came from Cocoa Marketing Board, 67 cities, and here was 47.
Okay.
But because I love to do it, I came to do it.
You came to do it.
And those we have passion. It is not the money. Those days, radio and television, like I was saying, it was like mystic. So when you are involved, people respect you, people hail you, and that sort of thing. So we feel without money.
You were fulfilled.
Yes.
Okay. But Mr. Ampofo, we have to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue with our conversation.
Okay.
Just joined us. You're watching Legends of Our Time on GBC News and Ghana Television. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk more. Please stay with us.
Hey! What is that? Aye. What are today? Aye. Na na ba
na ba na je be ha kono me say
why sweet is sweet.
Na ba de ene o ka kasi e ma ko say na o dum say ye mu ye pe so okay
Ufi no be ma be dam ho even though na da oba kono na e ban so ya bra
o de me ba why me ba na
time ben chame
ana
time
dia be 10 why
10
okay remember na on so won 10 minutes en ko ja sisi a wo de jikona me ba go si why wa go si Onta me say
Obre.
bebre hwa bebre ani mo
Ni di kasa bibri, wa chiro yiba na kasa ro yiba.
umre me say wo ye be ma na emma etwe ho kra na ohu say omo chire omo do mu say yes
Che.
wo ye be ma
Wa kan so bi afro no wa kan.
me father ware nine o be 37
Na nju si papa.
oh yes of
Sam na biang bros no. Biang wo bebre. Na se se biang yi wo.
som ju sika som na ju sika wo di sika abra me wo de ma wo jire na wo yira kan sika no wo yi ni o de abra me
ata ade asem wo te die
wo yire no wa chae me
te die
ade nti na sesa me ba na so na ha se wo tawa ma wo yire na me ba no
ata cho boto ye wana sana wana eba ka kire wo
wa mo no
Wo de transit.
wa mo
awo me ndu so a
wa nyi sika ya kan ya nyi bi asa na ode
wo di sa me ko fe ba de meti me trance e ma sa suko no me abo me ba wadna wa ha
sa me ba so ne awa jam na ko na nyi so asa
na e de ya na o mo
na de so sa jam ho no mo Oni ho oh
Welcome back. You're still watching Legends of Our Time on GBC News and Ghana Television. On Legends of Our Time, we speak to our heroes. My name is Gifty Eje, and my guest for today is Mr. Amankwah Ampofo. So, Mr. Amankwah Ampofo, the video we just saw has been titled The Rivals. Kindly give us a gist about that play.
It's about the Vidonto marrying two women. And he goes here, different story. He talks different story here. And one day there was an outdooring.
Okay.
Instead of coming with one woman, he came with the two women without others knowing that they are coming together. So when he got to the scene dancing outdooring, we saw one of the women trying to dance with the woman who was giving birth, but the other woman didn't understand because she saw that the same cloth, so she knows what she is doing.
Yeah.
So she got annoyed and tried to cause confusion. That was the story.
So those days when you came up with themes like that, I mean, what kind of feedback?
Sometimes it is some real story, some people's real story. It affects other people's too. It becomes a real story for people to learn from them.
That's interesting. So let's go back to continue our earlier conversation. So today, when you look at, you compare, you have tasted the old system, let me put it that way, and then the current system. When you compare the two, I mean, what will be your comment comparing in terms of GBC today?
There is a big difference. Not technology is different, but content and other things. We sit down, and people from other stations takes the credit from GBC. A lot of programs have said it earlier that we need to polish our programs. Because we are the premier station, we have a lot in our archives, but it needs polishing. So the difference is we must also, it's like there's a Akan proverb. So GBC should sit down and just watch what they are doing, because they started first. So when they are doing something, tell them that we know better than you. It is a matter of changing your style and move forward.
So it's about our programs, but we also do news.
News.
What will be your analysis?
As for news, the best GBC.
Thank you.
I continue to say, wherever I go,
Okay.
because you can't color news. Like the local language, they will color it too much. But
Embellish it.
news, you can't color it. It is not you who went for the news. Somebody brought the news. And so you can't add anything to it. So why do you tell me the man take a towel? It is not in the story.
But the local or the private stations
the
are
private
doing it,
stations are
especially
doing
the
it.
Akan
Yes.
stations are
They are
embellishing
doing
a
it.
lot of their news items.
And so wherever I go, I say GBC, the best in news reading. They can go to hell. They say they know how to, but I tell you, GBC still continue with the best of news.
So, Mr. Amankwah, what would you describe as your most memorable time here at GBC?
GBC, I remember very well when this country, the independence was 50 years. I was honored. I'll give you the grand medal.
A national honors.
Award, yes.
Okay.
By President Ampofo. I still have it. So I enjoy having them.
Okay.
Apart from that, I have other ones, but the most precious
prestigious one
is one President Kufo gave it to me.
Which category?
A grand medal.
Grand medal. Media category.
Yeah.
Okay, but in the same space, I've heard you talk about the fact that, I mean, going home from GBC wasn't the best.
Oh, it's not the best when I say not the best, because I don't blame anybody at GBC per se. I blame our union, because the agreement is between them, the union and the man management. But they didn't do well, because they just thinking that, oh, I'm a young man, I'm doing anything I can, forgetting the past. It will affect you. That is all. So the GBC, the money they gave to me was not enough. It is bad. I could say anybody hears of it says no.
Exactly how much would you want to share with us?
I will share. I didn't get more than that is 20,000 cedis today.
Today.
I had about 18 something. And I've worked for 32 years.
So in your case, what do you think played to your disadvantage? Was it the fact that maybe school, promotion? What exactly was your problem?
Promotion. I was on my legs for almost 10 years without promotion. So after they gave me the promotion, the money became very small. And there was nothing wrong giving me the promotion because I was due. And
so which rank did you retire on?
See, that is Chief Controller of Programs. I retired on Chief Controller of Programs.
I don't know if you would want to share with us. So every month, how much do you get as pension?
Pension
money?
Today I think it's about 1,000 something. I've forgotten. So I've forgotten, but it's about 1,000 some. A little above 1,000. But you know, even me, I can say I'm fortunate.
Okay.
Because this payment, what do we call it? I've forgotten the recent payment.
Single spine.
Single spine.
Okay.
Came, and that is helping us a lot. But those who before single spine, I know they don't have anything.
Was really bad.
So that is what I'm saying. It is the matter of the union leaders working hard for future.
For future. So in our case, what would you propose beyond the union taking the step for us to follow? Individually, what should we do as workers of GBC not to suffer your fate?
Oh, what I would say is because it is a union thing, it is not easy to you alone doing something. But I'll suggest that there are certain not money, but certain things which we can get apart from. Let's talk about health. If you have from GBC and you're having a problem after this, you can go here. We have so much for you, and that is, we are thinking about health. As for the food, and we will still have it because we have children. We can have it, but like health, we must do some process that will facilitate us as we live as pensioners. And that will help a lot.
But maybe at the time the union didn't have what it took to kind of resolve issues like this, or you think they were in the position to help or support workers?
They were in the position, I knew very well. They were in the position. That those days, the union people we used to have were so great. Whatever they want to say, because GBC was then the sole broadcaster. So the government is always afraid of GBC. And that time I knew very well. They could have gone better than it is today.
Okay, now, so let's, we've spoken extensively on GBC. Let's go personal with you. Tell us about your life, early childhood. Where do you come from? Which part of Ghana? What kind of family were you born into? We want to know.
No, I was born in Accra. I was sent to Ekwapem. That is where I schooled from that. And I left school. When I came to Accra, I realized that my father cannot make it. I wanted to, because I passed Common Trans 1966. Then the presec at Legon was at Krobodumase.
Okay.
I should have gone there, but we couldn't make it.
Wow.
Because
of money?
Yes. So I have to fight to get a job. So I started as a people teacher. I taught at Mataiko 1 Girls as a people teacher, where I developed the interest in drama. That was where I developed the interest in drama. So that was exactly like I was saying. I joined Adbraka Drama Troupe as part of to go forward. 1971 we came to GBC, and since then I've been acting a lot. After that, I have 6 children, 4 boys, 2 girls. And because I didn't have the O levels, I came to GBC for an interview 1976. They told me I did the best, but because I don't have paper, I can't work. Meanwhile, I was presenting programs. I've been writing scripts, drama scripts for radio. They say I can say, well, that didn't discourage me. I continue till 1982 when Professor Kwame Kakari became the Director General. He met me at the, what we call it, makeup. And he said, Mr. Ampofo, why is it that you don't want to work at GBC? And I said, I want to work at GBC, but I don't have paper. I don't have qualification. He was asking me, what type of qualification are they looking for? I said, maybe, I don't know, but maybe I don't have O levels. So then he said, I should write an application. The following day, I wrote application. I sent it to him personally. 1 week later, I was called for an interview. A month later, I started working at GBC.
Wow.
And he was telling me he doesn't understand why we use paper qualification. Do it. The person is doing the thing. Why should you force to use paper? Because if paper can work, it's the human being who can do the work. So that is how I came to GBC.
Okay. You know, I mean, working here, we've come to understand one interesting fact, that the longer you stay with GBC, rather pushes you through the ranks, or you are being considered. as against, going to school and all that. So what you're saying is a bit confusing. So during your time, it was about paper.
Yes. When we come there, I know people who were here were teachers, and those were with O levels also were also accepted, because I know a lot of people who were doing programs and they were certificate A teachers and that sort of thing. So I know definitely they were thinking about paper qualification.
Okay. We're still talking about your family. So
My
do you have
family.
siblings?
Yes.
Okay, how many of them?
I have two, my mother's side and my father's side, 8.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what kind of family did you grow into?
Let me talk about something. We love each other. My younger brother saw that when I was working at GBC, I helped him a lot to finish the university.
Okay.
So one day I was in GBC and he came with forms so that I should go and sit for O levels. So he bought the forms for me. And in fact, I was asking him, I don't go to school anymore. He says he has been sitting behind, he knows very well that the work I'm doing at GBC, I've been talking a lot, so I know a lot about the country, apart from politics, apart from social studies.
Culture, religion, and
yes,
all that.
so I can do it. And really, I did it. And I passed the 4 subjects I took. I made it.
But you could have gone to the university from there.
From there, I could have. But I was also still helping another brother. We were helping each other. So I could have gone. But I feel in GBC, I say it's a university.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
GBC is
that's a
university.
practical.
Yeah, university.
Practical university. So tell us about your wife. How did you meet her? You said 6 children already.
Yes, I met my wife when I was at Cocoa Services Division, CMB. It was at the canteen. I was then a messenger at the accounts department. So our offices are very close. And sometimes I used to go out. When I come back, the canteen is closed. So he offered me a place in his heart. What is that? It's when I go out and I'm not there, he put my foot down.
Wow.
So based on this, we became so close. And
naturally
he turned to a marriage.
Yes. So how many children, and do you have some of them following your footpath? Like what you do?
My children, I have for the Ampofo.
Oh, okay, that's your son.
That's my first
okay.
one. I have
know him.
Then I have another one called, people know him as DNA. He used to do the private station. Then I have one of my sons who is at Joy Online. I used to ring one, my last born, for when I was here. She used to go say poems. I write poems for her and she will recite it. But I see that she's not too much interested in that. Apart from that, none of them want. Anyway, the girl before the last born is a journalist. Okay. He went to GIG.
Hey. About 4 of them. Wow, that's interesting. So behind the scenes, you try to coach them.
Of course, because sometimes they come to ask for advices, and I teach them, like the one I Joy Online. A lot I give, and then the one DNA who does
interesting name, DNA.
It's Darlington Nana Ampofo.
Oh, okay.
And he has just, so my children, they are into the industry. Almost everybody is in the industry.
So your talent, where will you grade it? That is it something which is inbuilt or you learnt it?
It is an inbuilt, because my father was the president of the E-Kiss band. If you have heard E-Kiss band, those days, he was the president. And he used to write the plays. go out, that is with concert. He used to put on the play for them to go outside the towns to do performance. Yes. So I realized he has a talent. He couldn't develop it very well. So when I came, I said I would do it. And that is what I've done today.
So today, from you, let me directly getting to the top. How would you describe your story? Has it been difficult or it's been a smooth journey for you?
It was not easy because I started as a garden boy at the Cocoa Marketing Board. I was then staying at the Cocoa Marketing Board last year. Every morning I walked to cantonments. The nursery, the Cocoa Marketing Board nursery was there. And I have to go and teach it very well because that is the flowers we used to send it to other bungalows.
Okay.
And it is in the house of the then board chairman, Dr. G.K. Agama. He was then the board chairman for Cocoa Marketing Board. He was staying in that house. So that area to cantonment every morning, it was not easy. Then I started GBC. The only thing, those days, I would say GBC was great. I do come here to read a story or a script for 15 minutes. GBC will send a car to Adabraka to wait for whatever I'm doing. Pick me here. Come and read 15-minute script and then send
you back. Wow.
Yes. So I was feeling big because you come to Adabraka, GBC car, those days is waiting for me. So that also pushed me
to work for
yes.
GBC. And I'm sure the very first day you appeared on TV,
yes.
I mean, you were the talk of town.
Of course, you see, let me tell you one story. Those days, when they pick us, it is a live program, television program. When you come from Adabraka and we get to Circle, we will be beating drums. So people will get to know that it takes someone, Mr. Benson's house, it's just about 5 meters or 1 hour, we can't move. People are pouring water, children. They've seen people on television live. I know. When we are coming, we have to take time to get to Mr. Benson's house. So these are some of the things that encourage me.
Yeah, memories
yes.
you so hold dear.
Yes, so we work for love of it.
The passion.
That's it. It was recently we decided that there must be a small, what do we call it, MOU. When we're coming, we come here, they say go and take your honorarium, 5 CDs.
But that was big money, oh?
No, not too much. You go to accounts and take honorarium. So it is because of the passion.
The passion. Yeah. But beyond GBC, this is your talent. You could have also developed it privately, probably have a private company or a cultural group, or that you can be doing other things on the side aside.
Yes,
GBC.
I used to have a cultural group. We have performed a lot in GBC. Even there was a program we did, GBC took to Germany, and it won an award. Adoli, I remember. It was children's program. And those days, Mr. Martin Marquis and they were in charge. So I've been coming to the GBC very often because I used to have the cultural group. Sometimes, immediate, impromptu, they will ask you, come with the group. You sit down, one day you hear that in the morning they will call you, you are performing this evening. Children's will come. We will force and come.
Mr. Ampofo, let's take our last break and then
okay.
we'll talk more. So you're watching Legends of Our Time on GBC News, and my guest for today is Mr. Amankwah Ampofo. I'll take a quick break. When I come back, we'll conclude this particular episode. Please stay with us.
Bra. Hwɛ me time mama.
Ai wo jafo no no. On de okona man suru mu ana won toro da.
Senti na mama yɛ kɛse.
Anse wo bu na ebo.
Memra kakra.
Be na so akoki fitina.
Da bi me anyem dodo yɛn so yɛ banyim bia mo. Okay.
Na di aduane na abedi.
Me di brother ampesi na nkontomre furache.
Ai, mati me bia mo. Bye.
Me ba.
Menjo.
Me ba.
Okay, ele mi ja fara.
Yɛn kure na wanya mo kwanka. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Oh. Obi a be yi ne ma nyina wade. So, maka tell say.
I don't know dey ko kire me dis ke ama
In fact, me nipa bi ti ha o. Hwe che say ade ne ma bia me nipa o de ba. Me ntimi fa nkofi na me de agu a. Me di share eno
ho nya menka.
Me di share bag ni mu. Paper bag ni mu. Enti secretary.
Yes, boss.
Me de ayi bi share paper bag bi. E share in my way.
What's my job?
Okay, cool. When you make sure for Ama now the Jane call. Why?
Menya ntemum cheza for me. That's here for me.
Yeah.
Anya sa nya ina.
Enje kwa mum. Let's can answer so catch.
Oh, I don't get why ready. No can say can be a call ya.
Oh, yes, when you bana. Yes, coming.
What's my job?
Momra.
Welcome back. The program is still Legends of Our Time on GBC News and Ghana Television. My guest for today is artist on Obra and KTK, Mr. Amankwah Ampofo. Mr. Amankwah Ampofo, thank you again for the honor to talk to you. So you are on pension now?
Yes.
Currently, what do you do?
Because I don't want to die with my knowledge. A school has contracted me to deal with them in Akan presenting, only Akan presenting on television and radio. That is GH Media School. Apart from that, if you bring a script, you ask me to write a script. I still write for Obra. This afternoon I brought a new script we're going to do. So apart from that, if you want me to do anything like Atinka TV wants me to do a program, and the program is about the newspaper review, but it is in the past. I have newspaper cuttings because I have passion from 1950. I have Gogo's Independence, I have Ghana Graphic in my room. So they want us to bring out stories that happened people didn't hear.
In the past?
In the past.
Oh.
But it is in the newspaper because there are stories like, let me tell you about Ghana government imported bees to come and do honey.
Imported? From where?
From Britain.
Ah.
What 20 January 1968 graphic.
Okay. 1968.
1968.
Okay.
So the bees came, they brought the bees here. They couldn't do one bottle of honey. And they flew back to.
Wow, they went back.
They went back
to their home country.
Yes.
But today we have bees in Ghana.
I don't know why. That is the character of Ghanaians.
Wow,
they
that's
brought
good.
A bees. And like you are saying, there's another story. It happened at the Santibakwai. A man bite a dog, and the dog died.
But how can this be possible?
What 1966 October, graphic. The story is there.
Okay.
It's the story that is there.
That's going to be a very interesting and complex production,
yes.
you know.
Because, let's talk about football. We are trying to bring Osei Kofi to the program because there are stories about him in the newspapers. 1961, 62 Olympics Games. Why is it Blaster couldn't go to Olympics Games? And we are bringing a lot of people.
A lot. That'll be interesting to watch.
Now we say GBC can do it more.
Oh yes, why not? I mean,
because you have all the materials.
Just the concept.
Yes.
That's interesting. So beyond what you've talked about, I mean, how do you entertain yourself, or how do you, on a daily basis when you wake up, what do you do?
After I used to read a lot. I like history. So every time I want something about the past.
Okay.
So I'll just go in, read some of the history and other things. But apart from that, if I want to entertain myself, I come to town, just look at certain things, then I go away and study what is going on in town.
Mr. Amankwah Ampofo, are you a fulfilled person?
I am.
A fulfilled person?
Yes.
Why?
I am because I have been somebody who wants everything to go on at the right time. There are certain things that I don't like. GBC, I've worked here for 32 years. But let me tell you something. We intentionally want to degrade some people. We intentionally, at one point of that, instead of pushing the person, and that habit must be stopped.
We don't develop talent. We rather discourage people.
One person alone, you can develop another talent. Somebody can bring an idea, and it is you too. But because you feel that person brought the idea, it shouldn't work.
Which is bad.
It is bad. Because when I was here, it happened when I brought up about the Friday Flash. It was a program. When Ampemdaku came here, that was a program I brought. But almost 3 months, when I talked to Ampemdaku, other category of directors forgot about it. At their meeting, he was trying us to do this program because it is me who is bringing the program, then it should die. But fortunately, Mr. Ampemdaku was on it for a long time. So one day he asked why the program hasn't come on. And in fact, I learned he was very annoyed before the program came on. So as for talent, we can develop it here. We can develop a lot of talents here. It's a matter of bringing our heart out. Bring our heart out that this thing is good.
Yeah.
It's not the person who brings this. It's going to be something which will be in favor of the people of the country.
A certain audience.
Yes. So I will advise that people's talent must be helped. Because when we came to GBC, if you have a talent, we had a program operation. There was a program operation here. They put all of us there. Somebody will do an announcing for 1 week. Somebody will produce a program for 1 week. Based on that, they will look through her before maybe 6 months. They can tell you, you are a producer. You can read news. You can do this.
They identified the various talents.
Then they develop it.
And developed it.
You see, there are people who we met, Edu Daku. When I mention Edu Daku today, nobody knows. You used to play today. The name was Edu Daku.
Oh, okay. The person who came up with the sick tune.
Yes.
Okay.
He used to be in GBC.
Where is he now?
Who is dead long time.
Okay.
But nobody, even if you ask somebody who is using the material now,
I don't know.
who created this material? And it's the matter I want to tell programs men, and research is very important. Recently, I asked somebody, you come every morning and you see a statue in front of GBC.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean?
I also don't know.
You are in the newsroom and you don't know the history. You pass through everybody.
Yes.
Dr. Ampofo is the one who built it.
Okay. What's the rationale behind it? What's
Yes.
the concept?
Those days, when we want to talk to people, we talk to people by drums, or we play ngungu, so you see it. And he was just depicting that this place is where we are going to bring out news. So traditionally, that is what he did, Dr. Ampofo.
Wow. Good to know.
And you see, sometimes it is good we also sit down and honor people who have, it is a blessing to us. We find out that Dr. Ampofo has done this from 1962. When we were from the old house to this place, he did this. And it has been there. Nobody talked about it. Recently, I've seen that they are trying to mend it well. Fine. But who did it?
Who did it?
Who did it? Why is it that GBC cannot even honor him with citation? He's dead. But
Posthumously.
that is going to encourage the young ones to do better. So, hey, oh papa betra ha, ono ye ade we, ye de ade we ma no. And that is something somebody will also learn from it.
So, as an artist, do you think you've been celebrated enough? You've begun the conversation already.
Oh yes, the nation has honored me. GBC has not. But I feel bad somehow, because it is nice that some people who has passed through this organization and has helped the organization to at least once in a year. GBC, it's not money. Sometimes when we talk about money. It's the matter of organizing something that is going to encourage people. You see, even if you mention the name Vida Granting or something, the lady is there, somehow 85 years. He was one of those who started reading news. He's there. So what is wrong? GBC, I don't say go and buy a car for, but think about that person. Just do some honor. Bring him to GBC. Then let the cameraman and take until. That's all. It is not all that is money. Antivida may not need money down, but let him feel he has done something, and he must be honored.
But I think at least with this platform.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That
We've done something.
Yes. So there, apart from him, even there are people who did a lot here, producers and directors. Let's talk about John Owusu, Aveta Jedu, and others who I knew very well when I was an artist. Why don't we remember? And one day GBC Day, let's call it GBC Day, and bring all these people who has been away for long, and then we do something like
A homecoming.
Homecoming. They will feel great. And so, apart from that, it's a matter of doing research. There are these people, we can have some big, GBC is big. Let's put their pictures. People, some great people who have passed Kwame Amamu. If you heard of Kwame Amamu, those news. These are people, let's just find a place, put their picture, small write-up of them. It will help. Don't let the people, when they are on pension, you push them, oh, Kufieko, like pension is Kufieko.
Yeah.
This is my suggestion, if you can take it. Let's make it GBCD. Create GBCD. And old broadcasters who are alive, if you invite their family, at least they will also feel big.
Good. I'm sure management is listening. I mean, they take the day-to-day decisions for us, so I'm sure they might consider what you're saying. So beyond GBC, for us as workers of GBC, what advice do you have for us so that probably we might not go home becoming a bit bitter or not too happy about staying here at GBC?
If I want to talk about this, about 90% of pensioners are not happy. Like I'm saying, it is not a matter of giving them money. The money is there. But let them feel that they were also some people in this house.
The recognition.
That's it. That's it. I'm not talking about money. But let the people also feel that they have done something for the nation.
And for us, as younger ones coming up, what should we do so that someday we'll be happy we worked for the state broadcaster?
You see, everybody will grow old. So by now, it is my suggestion. There are some people in town who have worked here, you know them. Be a friend to them. Let them feel that they also, you are coming to him for advice.
Yeah.
That's alone. Can also let the person feel, yes, people know I've done something. So I will advise that certain things like health, I've talked about it, but let the old broadcasters have an access to health. It will bring us a very good results.
And my last question,
Yeah.
how do you want us to remember you many, many years to come?
To remember me?
Yes. When your name is mentioned, what should come into our mind? What should we be thinking about you?
About a good...
About Amankwah Ampofo.
Because I talk very well. And then when I talk, my words are always for peace. So I just want them to remember me for peace. Because even in radio, when you want to talk, radio, I listen to some people outside, that's private stations. It is bad. It creates tension. It's going to create tension. But let's just talk as people who are looking for peace. We must find peace in everywhere. And GBC must be the leader. Because I know you wouldn't allow people to talk as it was.
Anyhow.
Let them talk. Let them feel that they can talk, but let's
regulate what we do.
Because, like Akan will say, Otutu Bode, now when Kisan Ebeshi, if somebody gives you a word, nobody tells you you are going forward or you're going backwards. The thing will end up well. So I would just advise that when somebody who knows the thing comes to tell you that this thing, I suggest you do it this way, don't throw that person away. It is important that we know that people has come to this house and gone. So they know. So let us go to them. Although technology and other new things has come, we have the roots here.
Yes.
So let us base the thing on our roots. Our tradition must adhere to. Talking to tradition, we must know it more. Today we don't talk more about tradition in GBC. Why? We are Ghanaians. Politicians, they will go, but still we are Ghana.
Our culture will
And
still
our
be
culture
intact.
yes.
Mr. Amankwah Ampofo,
Thank you.
So much.
Thank
It's been an interesting hour spent with you, and we are so grateful. We've taken a lot of advice from what you've said, and then we'll go by them.
Thank you.
We are grateful.
I'm also grateful.
Thank you so much. So this has been Legends of Our Time on GBC News and Ghana Television. My guest has been one of our own, the most popular Amankwah Ampofo. My name is Gifty Ej. Will come your way, God willing, next week. Until then, bye-bye and enjoy.